Hey guys, thank you for being here. This is Alt Beauty Spot, everything clean, colorful, and fun. And today I am introducing you to a two-part video. Part one is makeup tutorial for this stunning look, which was the makeup I did for my boudoir shoot. And part two is my hair demo and how I get my curls like this and what I use, and just both are so fun. My hair's something I do a few times a week. This makeup is just extremely flattering and looked stunning on camera, and yeah, I love having you here. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much. I see you and I love you. And if you are new to my channel and you're already here and hopefully enjoying this 5 seconds of the video you've seen so far, please hit subscribe down below. It would mean the world to me. I'll leave links and descriptions also down below, and without further ado, while I let my hair continue to dry, let's jump into the makeup portion. I'm gonna be pretty quick with this because I want it to just be like cut and dry tutorial. So I'm gonna start with, well, I always start with skincare, so I think I just did a thin layer of my Glow Luxury oils just now, but for the shoot I only did some face cream because it's less oily, so I knew the makeup would last longer and just look a bit more smoothed out. But because I'm just going to hang out with my friends, but I'm not getting like photographed, I did oil today, but way less than I normally would, so it's very, like, it's already sunk into my skin. Next, I'm going to start with my Ilia True Skin Priming Serum, my absolute favorite. You guys all know this. And always make sure to shake that up first. Also, you kind of want it to sink in and set a little bit. So yeah, while this is like sinking in, I thought I would just talk about the shoot a little bit. I've always been wanting to do one, specifically with this photographer. She's Bozeman based and she's amazing, and I want a giveaway with her. So it wasn't a free shoot, but it was significantly discounted, and I don't know, I just jumped on the opportunity. Like, I knew it was expensive, but I wanted to do one eventually, and I could spend that money on makeup, skincare, and clothes, which I enjoy, or I could just like do something pretty meaningful for myself and do something just for myself and not feel bad or guilty about that. And so I did it, and it was honestly so much fun. Devin was amazing. She's super chill, and I don't know, it was a really fun experience. I will share some photos, but by no means am I going to be posting them left and right. This was truly something for myself, and I don't need to put myself in underwear out there on the internet. So there's a few that are just kind of beauty shots and whatnot. Definitely will be sharing a few of those, but I don't think I'm going to be sharing a ton of them. But my makeup was really gorgeous for it, so I want to share that with you guys. And a fun thing with my makeup is I had one set of like lingerie basically that had kind of a cranberry, maroony, kind of purpley, deep red color in it. And then I had another set, well, this set right here, that's this beautiful like mustard yellow millennial tan color. And so for my makeup, I I legitimately just blended those two colors, and it turned out so well. It was nice for the photos because I find in photos you don't want to go too overboard and you want to stay somewhat natural. So specifically lips and cheek colors, you just want a nice blush. Eyes, you can take a little bit heavier, but don't go too heavy because the photo will really pull on something that's feeling heavy and make it feel heavier, if that makes sense. So even though I added a touch of color, I kept it fairly simple and like easy to deal with, if you will. And yeah, so it was just super fun. I'm interested to see what I do share with you guys, but until then, here's the gorgeous makeup I did and kind of how I did my hair too. So now that the primer's dried down, I'm going to take, I kind of mixed two foundations. So I'm going to take a little dollop of the Airy Perez Oat Milk Foundation, and I'm in color Chai. And then mix that with almost a full pump of the Crunchy foundation. So the Crunchy foundation gives me the coverage and the tones that I love, but the Airy Perez adds that dewiness and that glow from within that I really love too. So that's why I mixed the two, but I'm a bit heavier on Crunchy just because the shade matches me better. And just kind of go in, start plopping it on. Next, I'm going to take some of my color correcting concealer from Au Naturel, and I have the green one, which is Sweet Basil, and just color correct some of these deeper blemishes I have right now. I didn't have to do too much of this for the actual shoot because I made sure to just eat pretty clean, and by that I just mean I cut out dairy and then also didn't drink much because I wanted my skin to be as just naturally clear as possible. Buff that in slightly. Then I'm going to take the Kosas Revealer Concealer because it's the bomb diggity. And then for my under eyes, I talk about this in my Kosas video itself, but this is what I do. I go in with my eyes first because it gives the concealer time to get a bit tackier for my blemishes, a bit thicker. And next I'm going to go in with a touch of bronzer, nothing too crazy, but just warm up that complexion a little bit and add a bit of like contouring, I guess, but I know that this is too warm for a true contour, so. And this is the Lily Lolo Montego Bay pressed bronzer. Then I mixed two different blushes just because they both have something to like add to my complexion. So the first one is the Beauty Multistick in the color Cashew. It's just stunning. It's a bit more brown, I guess, but it has enough of a purpley undertone that it's beautiful on the cheeks, and it has a nice semi-matte finish. It dries down really well. It's just a really long-lasting one too. And I lately have kind of been creating this triangle. So I go right on my cheekbone and then pull it down toward my ear a little bit. And then also swipe up this way. And for my face shape, it's just been creating a really lovely kind of finish and effect. Nice shape to my face. And then the next one that I was using on top of that was the Kosas Cream and Light, or Color and Light duo, and I have Velvet Melon. So I'm taking the blush side of this and just kind of adding it on top and blending it in. And this just warms it back up a touch and adds a bit more dewiness. And then I'm going to take the highlight side, and this is going to be my highlighter. So right kind of very, very tippy top of my brow bone and up toward my, or cheekbone and then up toward my brow. Really pay attention to times that the light's hitting you naturally without much makeup on and where it hits. Mine's higher than most people. Like this right here is where the light naturally hits me. And so I've shifted my highlight to that spot, and it's just so much more flattering overall. So that's our lovely, lovely base. I mean, it's a glowy base without being too glowy. It looks so natural in my opinion, and it just really enhances my best features. It's definitely a bit, here, let me turn this down. It's definitely a bit more colorful in person, but still in just a glorious, glowy, flattering way. So I think that means we're moving on to eyes. I'm gonna do my brows super fast. I did fill them in a touch with my PYT brow pencil, but then also still locked them in with gel. So that means I tried to be as light-handed on both as I could. Mainly just trying to even them out and fill in any scarce spots. Okay, locked the brows in, which means that we're moving on to eyes. This is the really fun part. I was super happy with how these turned out. So, it's all Prisma palette eyeshadows. First, I'm taking a very fluffy, soft brush, and I'm going in with Raw Sienna here, which is just a beautiful mustard yellow color, and just rub it into the crease and kind of keep the bottom of the brush right at your crease so that the color is mainly going, I guess, above your crease. The next color here is just a soft kind of mauve-y purple. It's Prisma Palette's Rosewood. It's a very similar color to the Bite Beauty Cashew Multi-Stick. And so I'm going to take that and a smaller but still fairly soft round brush, and I'm gonna just sweep this over my lid. Not needing a crazy amount of color. I'm mainly just creating a really uniform base for everything else. Oh, also, so using the same smaller brush, I'm going to take that Raw Sienna, that mustard yellow color, and run it on my lower lash line. And then I'm going to take a bit denser round brush. I'm going to work Cedar, the slightly ashy brown color, into the outer corner and a touch into the crease. And then with this same exact brush, I'm going to go in with this kind of mauve-y shimmer purple here, which is Regal. And I'm just going to basically go right over that brown. Putting the brown down first just makes sure that this is it's a little bit muted. Okay, and then I'm taking a small semi-stiff flat brush with a rounded top, and I'm going to go in with my brighter yellow from Prisma palette, which is Dijon. So this brighter one right here, and I'm going to work that into the inner corner, top and bottom, but not like around the tear duct. Same brush, just a slight touch of champagne right on that tear duct. Just adding a bit of shimmer to that. Yellow. And then the last step is going to be Bodyography's glitter pigment in Off the Hook. Just using my finger like a pinky so that you have some form of control. Just lightly tap it on your lid between the yellow and the purple. And it just adds a beautiful sparkle. Those are the eyes. So now before we do mascara and or lipstick, I'm just going to use my On Me setting spray. This is the eyeshadow look. And it's so pretty. I'm going to do mascara off camera. I'm going to mix a bit of Honest Beauty, mainly just the primer, then go over it with a Nika. And if I just need like a bit more oomph, one more swipe of the Honest Beauty and a touch of lipstick and do my hair, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I put some mascara on and some lipstick, and I did my hair, and aside from a few falsies and curling a few bits of hair, this was my makeup for that boudoir shoot, and it turned out stunning. It's so pretty. It just, you know, it just was beautiful. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. These colors are so fun without being too much. It's such a flattering way to do your makeup, and with cute little curly hair, what's not to love? So thank you so much for joining. I am going to write a blog post about kind of how I prepped for it overall. It's not a diet or exercise regime. It's just my honest like prep and what all I did to get ready for it. If you guys try this look, please show me and leave it down below. I hope you loved this video. If you are here, it would mean the world if you hit subscribe and gave this video a thumbs up. If you are a returning viewer and already subscriber, it means the world to me. Thank you so much. Please follow along on Instagram and Pinterest at Alt Beauty Spot. The website, altbeautyspot.com. We'll have some updates soon. And yeah, I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you next time. Bye!